Justin Spurlock was a senior at King William High School weeks from graduation when he was involved in a car accident that severed his spinal cord. A rehabilitation counselor from DARS contacted him about what services it could offer. Justin went to Woodrow Wilson Rehabilitation Center for medical rehab, then took vocational courses in drafting and AutoCAD. Justin continued to work with DARS and got a job with Roof Consulting Services. DARS provided accommodations at home and work.
All right, my name is Justin Spurlock. I'm currently employed at Roof Consulting Services in Glen Allen, Virginia. I've been here about 6 years. My job description here is I'm a CAD operator. My job is to make a visual representation of what we actually do on the roof. If we go in there for a visual survey, we have to mark out certain deficiencies of the roof. My job is to actually draw the roof plan out and to mark with a deficiency pen on what's wrong with the roof. I was injured in a car accident September of 2002. After my injury, I was contacted by Helen Robinson from which was DRS at the time, about rehabilitative services and the opportunities that were given to me. At the time, I didn't want to take any of the services, and I kind of pushed her away. And then after thinking and doing some research and finding out about Woodrow Wilson Rehab Center, I ended up giving her a call back and just telling her, I was like, hey, I want to go here. The first reason of going to Woodrow was strictly for physical therapy and occupational therapy. After being there, I learned how to drive. I actually ended up taking a program for drafting there, which was taught by A.D. Strickland and Ed West. The drafting program lasted about a year. I was probably there totally about 2.5 years doing physical therapy, occupational therapy in the drafting class. I learned how to drive from Kay Buchanan in occupational therapy. While I was there, Cindy Bassett was my case manager at Woodrow Wilson. Pretty much anything that I needed as far as adaptive equipment or anything, she made sure that I had it while I was at Woodrow. When I came home, when completing the class at Woodrow, I had to come home and do an internship or an SIP. I ended up doing that with Dyer Hill, which was ran by Susan Moore. When I came home, talked with Helen Robinson again about doing the SIP. She made sure that I had the computer, trackball, all the software that was needed, desk, and anything else that was needed to modify Susan's office for me to work there to do the SIP. Susan ended up selling her company to where we're at now at Roof Consulting Services, and she gave me a call about an opportunity that was temporary for a CAD operator. As of right now, my job's still temporary. I've been here for 6 or 7 years, and they never told me it was permanent, but I've been here. I love what I do. A lot of other services that DRS has provided for me. They provided driving mods for the hand controls for the vehicle that I currently own. When I came back home from Woodrow, we had our house modified for me. I contacted Dale Batten and Helen Robertson about certain modifications that would be needed, and their main concern was that the room would be fully accessible. They provided a desk at my height, accessible power outlets and light switches, a computer with AutoCAD software so that I could work from home with SIP along with my current employer. Pat Sitter, which was the OT at DRS at that time, came out and installed all the software on the computer and made sure everything was functioning properly. The services that were provided by DRS, definitely changed my life a lot as far as being more independent. And they just made it a lot easier, and the services were definitely reliable. Every time I called, whether it was to Dale or Helen or to Wes or Cindy or anybody in DRS, I got a call back within 24 hours.
Learn more about Justin's success and the success of other DARS consumers in the Virginia State Rehabilitation Council 2013 Annual Report.